Good morning and welcome to my yoga class. My name is Justin and I've been asked to record one of my classes for Hatha Yoga. So we will do a 1 hour and 5 minute class. It'll be 45 minutes Hatha and 20 minutes of mindfulness. This is my everyday morning routine. And I will be joined by my two cats, Ravi and Nugget, who always like to, well, at least Nugget, she likes to play fetch with me every morning. Here she comes. And it's kind of our routine. And the class, the Hatha part, will be 1 minute hold. So it's going to be a bit of a tough class. So just breathe through it when it gets tough. And let's begin now. And we'll also start off by throwing the ball for a Nugget. First with cat-cow. Knees hip distance, feet hip distance, arms under the shoulders, index fingers parallel, fingers spread wide. Inhale, drop the belly, look to the ceiling. Exhale, round the back, look to the knees. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, round. Now continue to the speed of your own breath. And challenge yourself to slow it down and sync the breath to the movement. And switch. So for the next pose, we're going to outer rotate our hands so our wrists are facing forward and make sure your toes are curled under. We're just going to do a nice stretch for our wrists and toes. You're going to just sit back on your heels. You can totally self-regulate this. Get a nice stretch. If it's too much, you can always come forward and back off a little bit. This is especially good if you spend a lot of time on the computer. And then come forward. Come on, Nugget. Here she goes. Next pose will be Cobra. So coming down onto the belly, slide the hands back so the elbows are above the wrist. Roll the shoulders back. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, curl up. Maybe look up. You can pulse a little bit, come down. Back up again. Or if you want, you can try to hold it for the whole time. Bring your left foot forward, knee above the heel, and then reach the right leg back as far as you can reach it. So you get a nice stretch on your right quad here. Reach the arms up. Maybe for balance, you can have the hands on the thigh. If you want, you can even interlace the fingers, point them up, reach up and back, add a bit of a back bend to it. So here, here, or here. Then We're going to sit back on our right heel, straighten the left leg, flex the toes up, and fold over the front leg. Doing half splits. Flare those toes back. You can add the breath to it. Inhale, try to find length with the spine. Exhale, fold deeper. And that's Ravi walking around, just inspecting the place. He doesn't like to play fetch. Then come forward. Bring your hands, both palms to the inside of your left foot. Again, make sure you reach that right knee back. Now you can stay here. You can reach forward. You can maybe come down onto the forearms and maybe even pick up the back knee. And release. Someone left the ball over here. I can't get it when it's over here. Okay, now right leg forward, left leg back. Again, knee over the heel. Either hand on the thigh, arms up, maybe the back bend. Now our half splits. Again, sitting back on the left heel, folding over the right leg, which is now straight. Flex the toes back. Try to come forward heart first. Left the ball back there. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, good thing I brought another one. Come forward, bring the hands to the inside of the right foot. And again, options, you can reach forward, you can come down onto the forearms, you can even pick up the back leg. And bring the feet on a 45-degree angle out, pointing out. Knees a bit wider than hip distance. We'll come down into Malasana, squat. Bring the elbows to the inside of the knees. Press the chest forward, tailbone down. Try to sit as tall as you can here. You showed that ball there. Now we're going to do a twist. Reach your left arm under the knee, coming onto the fingertips. Sweep the right arm open. Option 2, if you bind, reach in front of the shin with your right arm behind the back and bind your hands behind your back. And of course, look over the shoulder. Yes, what are you doing? Do the other side, arm under the knee, right arm under the knee, coming onto the finger pads. Solid connection here between the arm and the inner knee. Left arm up. Of course, option to bind. Shake it off a little bit. That was 3 minutes and squats. Now, right foot forward, left leg back, heel to arch alignment, front knee over the front heel, back leg straight, arms shoulder height, warrior 2. Gaze softly over the right fingers. Extended side angle. Bring your right forearm onto your thigh, palm up, left arm over the ear. Getting a straight line from my left fingers to my left toes. Twist, look to the ceiling. Now, if you want to go deeper, bring your hand to the outside of the foot. Straighten that front leg, coming into triangle. So you have the hand below the knee, Left arm up, or again, if you go deeper, bring the hand to the outside of the foot. And if you can't just transition like that, you can always come up. Reach forward with the right hand when you come to your limit. Bring it down, and then look up. Next pose, half moon. So 2 ways to do this. It's basically the same pose as triangle, just on a different plane. You can try to just come forward, right into the pose. Or step in with your back foot, place your hand 6 inches in front of your foot, and then come up. Flex that left foot, the top foot. You can look to the ground for balance, or look up to your left hand. Drop that foot back. Oh, come on up. And then just switch our legs. Go to the other side. So bring those right toes in. Left foot out. Again, heel to arch alignment. Bend your front knee. Stack it over the heel. Arms shoulder height. Gaze softly over the left fingers. Well, I wish you could see this, but there's a balcony. There's a bird on my balcony. So both the cats are very attentively staring out the window with their tails shaking. Extended side angle, bring the forearm onto the thigh, right arm over the ear, and again, straight line from the right toes to the right fingers, look up. And if you want to go deeper, you don't have to, but you can reach your hand to the ground on the outside. Triangle. And half moon. So my computer screen has gone into sleep mode, and there's a light flashing, and Nugget looks like she's about to attack my computer. So I better go fix that. Okay, wide-legged forward fold. Bring your legs wide, toes turned in, even slightly. So rather than have them maybe even slightly angled out, have them more slightly angled on the inside. Hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold forward, heart first. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Now, if you want to go deeper, you can start to walk the hands back as you fold under. Inhales for length. Exhales to fold under. Each breath go a bit deeper. Next pose, headstand. This is why I'm doing this by the wall here. We're going to do headstand A. So interlace the fingers behind the head. The arms are going to be in a V shape. That's the 1 minute mark. Let's go for 2 minutes. Two-minute mark. Let's go for 3 minutes. We're feeling pretty strong here. If you need to come down, by all means, come down. Or you can put your feet up against the wall if that helps. And that's 3 minutes. Let's come down. Join Nugget on the mat. Knees together, feet wide. Hands. Take them onto your calves, peel them open, and sit back coming into hero. Because I just did the 3 minute headstand, I'm going to reach my arms back and kind of stretch out my shoulders and neck a little bit. This is uncomfortable. I don't need to sit on blocks. I should have said that at the beginning of the minute. We're going to do another minute of hero. This time we're going to go deeper potentially. You can stay up. You can reach back onto your hands. You can come down onto the forearms. Or if you want, you arch your back, come onto the top of your head. I'm still on my butt. Reach your hands overhead, grab opposite elbows, let them fall. This is the full pose. And by all means, if you're on a block, don't try to come back this deep. And I should have said that at the beginning. Come out. Now let's do a twist. So I'm going to leave my right foot in here. I'm going to release the left. I'm going to take my right hand, reach for the outs over the top of my foot, grab the blade side of my foot. I'm going to extend that leg out, reach the left arm back and twist. My right foot is still in hero pose. And release that foot. So bring the left foot into hero. Release the right. Left hand reach to over the top of the foot, grab the blade outside of the foot. Extend the leg, right arm back, twist. Really press out through that right heel. You feel a really nice stretch here under the knee. Or behind the knee. And the nugget's in a really awkward spot here. So the next pose we're going to do is bridge. Come onto the back. Heels and knees are hip distance. Press the hips up. Roll the shoulders back. Interlace the fingers. Tuck the chin. Keep pressing the pelvis up. And release. Hands below the knees. We're going to rock 3 times. On the 3rd time, we're going to land in boat. You can keep holding the legs or release the hands. Chest forward, try to squeeze the shoulder blades back. Create some length here with the upper body. It's easy to round in, so try to resist that rounding. Cross the legs. Step back, down dog. Hands are shoulder distance, feet are hip distance, fingers are spread wide. Your ears are in line with your biceps. Pressing through the palms, extending up to the tailbone. And now, 1 minute plank. Come forward, find the breath. Bring your right foot forward for a low lunge position. Then you're going to walk the foot across to the right. Drop the knee, the other edge. Coming into pinch and prep. And reach that right foot back. Come down onto the forearms. Hey, troublemaker. Oh. Switch sides. Come back to down dog briefly. And right foot forward. And then walk that foot across. Drop the knee to the outer edge of the mat. Reach the left foot back. And then come down. You can stay on the hands as well. I like to be on the forearms. You can even come down onto the head. Your choice. And to come out of it, we're going to come to a seated twist. So we're just going to lean onto my right hip. Swing my left foot forward. Cross my foot up and over. Now you can do two versions. One with the bottom leg extended and the toes flexed. Or you can draw them back. Left arm up. Twist it. Reach it around the outer edge of the knee. Right arm behind the back. Look to the back. back to center, unravel, to the other side. So either, again, the right foot forward, left foot. Either the bottom leg straight with the feet flexed, or you draw that foot in. You're not sitting on it though, it's still beside the hip. Left hand behind the back, right arm reaches up, hook the arm around the knee, look over the left shoulder. And you're going to use the breath with your twist. So inhale for length, exhale to twist deeper. Each breath you can go a little bit deeper into the pose. And back to center. Both legs straight, shake them out a little bit. Then we're going to take the sole of our right foot into our left inner thigh. Now let me do it to the front. Square yourself over that front leg and fold forward. The right hand can reach for the outside of the shin or maybe the foot. And bring your left hand in line with the knee. Come up onto the finger pads. Inhales for length. Exhales to fold. And think about coming forward heart first rather than forehead first or chin first. And switch legs. And square yourself off over that front leg. Fold over. Hand maybe reach to the other side of the shin. Maybe the foot. Right hand in line with the knee. Come forward heart first. Each breath, go a little bit deeper. And release. Both legs straight. You can pick up your seat, inner spiral your legs, and then sit back. This will give you a bit of a forward tilt. Or you can just kind of pull the flesh back. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold forward. Reach for the shins or the toes, other sides of the feet. And you can again come forward heart first. Heart to toes rather than chin to shin. Do wide-legged seated forward fold. Again, pick up your seat, inner spiral your legs, kind of sit back. Again, it gives you a bit of a forward tilt. Feet are flexed. 3 positions for the hands, either right at your sides, roll the shoulders back, press your chest forward, or maybe you can reach for the big toes, peace fingers around the big toes, or come down onto the forearms. And find the breath. Inhale for length, exhale to fold. And I'm going to do this pose for another minute. This one's a tough one for me. Come up. Hands under the knees. Draw the knees up, bring the soles of the feet together. You can take your peace fingers around your big toes. Your elbows are on the inside of your calves. Come forward heart first. Or you can even grab, I like to grab my feet, and then I really press all my weight into my inner thighs. I do this because I'm not injured there. If you are injured anywhere around here, don't do this, and don't put that pressure. But I'm not. And so my legs are much stronger than my arms, so I can really put a lot of pressure into this. Give myself a nice stretch. Again, come forward heart first. Okay, so now we're going to take a 3-minute Savasana before the meditation portion. So bring your feet wider than the mat, a little bit. Let the feet flop open. Arms are at your sides, palms up. You can pop your chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then just melt back in. Eyes closed. Let your limbs get heavy. All the hard work is done, so just melt into the floor for the next 3 minutes. Now, time for meditation. Take a pillow up against the wall. This is how I like to do it. Cross my legs. Right palm rests in the left with the thumbs together. Roll the shoulders back. Take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So deep inhale, exhale out the mouth. And let's set an aspiration of inner peace. Invite wisdom and compassion into your life. Inner peace for yourself, or inner peace for yourself for the greater good of mankind. And just briefly visualize how more wisdom and compassion would help with that, or change your life in any way, or your interactions with other people. Now let that thought go and bring your attention to your breath. Either the tip of the nose, the rise and fall of your belly, or the abdomen. And we're going to bring all our attention to the breath. You notice all the minute details. Notice the inhale, brief pause, exhale. You notice if you're breathing fast or slow, or if you're controlling it in any way. Just notice what's happening. As you're watching the breath, the mind will get distracted. Memory or fantasy, the past or the future. When you notice that your thoughts have gone there, just say, oh, I'm in the past, or I'm in the future, and then come back to the breath. The mind will wander. You'll notice, recognize, come back to the breath. Building skills of recognition and choice. Recognizing when the mind wanders and choosing to stay focused on the breath. And when the mind wanders, come back to the breath. And if you are controlling the breath, see if you can just let it go. Let it return to its natural rhythm. And just watch it without judgment. You may even notice the temperature of the breath, how warm it is, or how cool it is when you inhale, how warm it is when you exhale. Recognize when the mind wanders and choose to come back to the breath. Now that we've centered ourselves with the breath, let's expand our awareness a bit. We'll do a brief body scan, starting at the top of the head. Work your way down. You're going to notice for any sensations. When you notice them, you ask yourself, are they pleasant? Are they unpleasant? Or is it neutral? And then notice what the urge is to do. If the sensation is pleasant, you may want to cling to it. If it's unpleasant, you may want to fix it or avoid it, adjust it. If the sensation is neutral, you probably just want to skip on to the next body part. We're just noticing without judgment. Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, and what's our initial urge? We resist that initial urge. So we're moving down through the chest now. We're going to move that fairly quickly, top to bottom and back up, and then we'll sit in open awareness. Bringing your attention down through the arms, down to the hips. Scanning through the legs, the knees. And looking for any sensations. The calves and the shins. Into the feet. Let's work our way back up through the shins. The thighs. The pelvis area. And up through the belly. And chest and arms. Your way through the hands. Back through the neck and the head. Now let's do a deeper scan. We're going to sit in open awareness, looking for any physical tactile sensation that comes up. When we find one, we're going to focus our attention on it. Again, ask yourself, is it neutral, pleasant, unpleasant? Recognize the urge. Describe the sensation. Do you feel warm or cold? Is there pain or itchiness? Tickling? Just explore it without judgment. And if there's no sensation that you notice, you can focus on the breath and wait for one to arise. And of course, when the mind wanders, come back. Recognize where it's gone and choose to come back. When you find a sensation, again, focus your attention on it. Pleasant or unpleasant, neutral. What's the urge? Resist that urge. Moving from one sensation to the next. And then recognize when the mind's wandered into memory or fantasy. Say, oh, I'm in fantasy. And then come back to the body scan, back to the breath. Being ever present in our body, connecting with it. You may notice when focused on a sensation that it is connected to another sensation in the body. Recognize when the mind's wandered. Pick up where you left off. Recognize when the mind wanders. Sitting in open awareness, waiting for sensations to arise. Recall to mind your aspiration of inner peace, the wisdom and compassion that we aspire to, and dedicate the calm energy that you created today out to that aspiration. Let it follow you through the day, follow you through the week, through your life. Bring your hands in heart center. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. And thank you.
Mm.